Yellarige Namaskara. Nan Hesaru Vishak Gangasandra. I have come from Australia, but I'm here back in India because I believe in the industries that we are creating. I believe in the future, right here in Karnataka, right here in Tumkur. As was introduced, I'm the first ranked student in Australia, and I'm currently studying, just like all of you out in the audience, I'm a university student currently studying medicine, but I've paired this with biotechnology and a diploma in business because that is the way to create an industry. I'm a firm believer in entrepreneurship. I've started my own company, and this company is a national education company helping disadvantaged people start to learn and educate themselves on the importance of hard work, dedication, and entrepreneurship. And it is through these experiences that I would like to share with you why becoming an entrepreneur, starting your own industry, is the best thing you can do for yourselves, your community, and India, and how you can get to this position and how you can achieve these goals. We are currently living in the 21st century in India. There are so many opportunities. The government is doing so much to support entrepreneurship. There's so many programs and schemes. You need to use your skills. When I look out in the audience, I see very highly skilled, very talented people. Tumkur is the education city, and you are all receiving a world-class education. You should use this opportunity. You should use your skills with the programs that the government is offering you to do good for your community, to become an entrepreneur. Now, starting a business is the best thing you can do for yourself, your community, and India as a nation. For yourself, if you go and work for somebody else, when you wake up every single morning, you will go to work and you will be living by somebody else's terms. Your employer will tell you what to do. He will tell you what you should be doing. He will control your actions, control how long you work, and control how much you get paid. You shouldn't live like this. You should be your own boss. You should be controlling what you do the way you want to do it. You should be creating your own jobs, creating your own industries, because this is the most fulfilling pathway for life. Every one of you out here, you have dreams. You have things you want to change, problems you want to solve, changes you want to make. You should make your own dreams come true. You shouldn't live by other people's terms. You shouldn't be told what to do by employers. You should create your own industries. By creating your dreams, you will be achieving freedom for yourself, and you will be uplifting the community. Because after all, entrepreneurship is about providing value to your community. I've spoken to so many international CEOs, prime ministers, and the one thing they all say, this is the one piece of advice they give to every single person, is that you need to be able to create meaning for other people's lives. When you are an employer, you are creating jobs. You are creating opportunities for other people. If you employ people, you are the reason they wake up every single morning. When they come to work in the morning, they're coming to work because of you. You are putting food on their table. You are providing meaning for their lives, and you are uplifting your community. You're providing work, you're providing dignity, and you're providing upskilling to these people in your community. And that is why all of you out here must become entrepreneurs for your sake and the sake of your community. But entrepreneurship extends far beyond your community. It helps India as a nation. India is at war. This isn't a war with guns. This is a war with industry. China, Russia, Europe, they're all advancing their nations. They're all creating their own industries, and they're all creating their own supplies. We need to fight back as India to create our own supplies, to create goods and services for the entire world and be self-sustaining. Narendra Modi always says, "Make in India," and I'm a firm believer in this. We are the most powerful nation by our people and by our talent, and we need to secure this talent, keep it with India, and make sure that this talent is there to be utilized. We need to upskill our industries within our nation, for our nation. Now, I've gone through the reasons as to why being an entrepreneur is beneficial for you, your community, and India as a nation. And lots of people will tell you that this is the best pathway, but I will now tell you how you achieve that pathway. It is not difficult, not difficult. You just need to follow 4 steps, 4 main steps. Now, if you look back just decades ago, every single car you would see on the road was made in Japan or made in Europe. But Ratan Tata, he asked the question, why? Why should all of these cars not be made in India? And he worked hard for decades. He worked very hard and worked very smart. And that is the reason why now you go out and you look in the streets and almost every car is manufactured by Tata Motors. You also go foreign. You go to the United States, Australia, Europe. There is Range Rovers and Jaguars everywhere. That is owned by Ratan Tata. Not only is he providing good in India, he is providing good for the rest of the world. Now you go to Australia, every single street you go on, you will see a Jaguar, you will see a Range Rover, and every single person who bought that car is paying money to India. This is coming to India, and that is by the hard work of Ratan Tata, and you can all be just like him by becoming an entrepreneur. So the 4 steps you must follow to become an entrepreneur are: first, if you are a student, start now. This is the prime time to start and accelerate your career. Do internships, get work experience. I am 18 years old and I've worked in over 10 internships, and in these internships I've learned more than I've learned in the classroom. Now all of you are very great students. Your studies do matter. You have to study very hard, but learning nowadays is more than just in the classroom. You have to go and see how to apply this knowledge. You will go and learn all of the content in the classroom, but in the real world, it does not work the way it works in the classroom. You need to go out, you need to get these experiences and learn in the real world how business is done. Get internships, get work experience. Very important. Next thing, speak to businessmen, speak to prominent leaders in your community. All of these people up on stage, they have experience, they have a wealth of experience and a wealth of knowledge. You simply shouldn't sit there, you should listen to them. Talk to them, ask them the questions. What challenges did they face when they were growing up? How to overcome these challenges? Because when you ask them the questions and you sit down and genuinely listen to them, you will be learning the skills that you will need to overcome the challenges that you will face to become successful business people. Now the third thing, you have to find a problem to solve. You can't simply go out and start a business that does no work. I'll give you an example. You can't go out and spend 1,000 hours, work every morning, every night on a Telegram business, because at the end of the day, people will still use WhatsApp, right? You need to be able to create value, and you need to first identify a problem in the community and solve it. Karnataka is known for its agriculture. Tumkur is known for its agriculture, but there are problems with the agricultural industry. Take irrigation, for example. There are many challenges that it is facing. So as engineers out there, you need to look at the problems that irrigation is facing and solve them. Think about better ways to create more effective pumps, better water systems. Take, for example, the roads. They are very unsafe to ride on. There are so many potholes, so many car accidents. Many people die each year. As civil engineers, you need to be able to create better roads, longer lasting roads, better traffic systems. Find a problem and solve it. That is how you become an entrepreneur. And finally, the last thing I will tell you is you must treat your employees well. If you are going to become an employer, you are going to have to hire people, and you must treat them well. Now the business that I've started, it's a national business, and people want to work for my company. I get applications every single week, and the reason why is because I've created an environment that people want to work for. I've created an environment with flexible work hours. The employees get to work when they want, how they want to, so that they're the most productive. I've created an environment where people get the training and the resources they need, so they don't simply waste their time doing things that they don't need to do. And I've created an environment where I pay them a reasonable amount. Because when you treat your employees well, you will get the best employees. As an employer, you need to be looking to get good talent into your business, because a business is a sum of the people who work there. So if you want to become a good business owner, if you want to start an industry, you need to be able to treat everyone with respect, treat everyone well, and be able to serve the needs of the community. So ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, entrepreneurship ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮಗಾಗೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿಯಾಗೆ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ, become an entrepreneur.